without which I am pretty much lost.
Don't worry. We'll do all we can to make sure you have your handbag back as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Let's see. There was somebody in my cabin, I was knocked down, and my handbag as well as that poor guy's suitcase have both been stolen. The question arises, why? And what role do Katharina Jordan and her lies play?
And go into the restaurant cup.
What's going on? Isn't that the guy who's been plastered all over the media for weeks?
Hear the words of the prophet Zandona.
Oh, Puritas Cordis.
The great day of the Lord is nigh. It shall be a day of fierceness, a day of misery and fear, a day of storm and deluge. Thus speaks the prophet, and thus I speak to you. The fury of God will be wrought on all who are impure in body and soul, and he will have no mercy but shatter them for good. But for all those who are pure of heart, those who call themselves Puritas Cordis, the day of salvation is near. For they will not be swept away by the wave of change. All those who are part of our community, part of Puritas Cordis, will be carried along on this wave to a new future, to a new world order, a new kingdom of God. Praise the Lord! Praise Puritas Cordis!
Okay, that's enough now. I'm turning that garbage off. What kind of creature is that?
Yeah, exactly.
What year do you have to be to join a sect like the Puritas Cordis? Behold, the apocalypse is nigh, and if you don't immediately transfer all your money to our Swiss bank accounts, you'll burn in hell for all eternity. Ooh, that really annoys me.
There's a picture missing.
An empty frame. Either there used to be a picture here, or there is going to be one. The photo of an insignificant soap opera actor who once traveled on this ship.
Here we've got some cakes, but we can't pick them up. We've got some roses.
I've just realized no one hardly ever buys me
Oh,
flowers.
a shame.
I think I really deserve these flowers. A simple bottle opener, not particularly pretty.
Yeah, but you're still going to nick it. We've got a fish tank, which we can't do anything with. Presume we can't do anything with the telly now.
The television is switched off, and I don't mind leaving it that way. I'm glad I don't have to see people like that preacher of the apocalypse anymore.
Okay. Can we go up and down? Is it still locked?
It's been sealed, and I don't see any reason. It's been sealed.
Can I use this with anything? Oh. Why can I put the flyer on the baseball cap?
Hats may seem just about passable, but definitely not on baseball caps.
Okay. Right. I presume we still can't go up. Oh no, we can go up. I actually want to go down first. Right.
must be cabin number 5.
Nothing there.
That must be cabin number 4.
Nothing there. We can't go on any further.
That must be part of the air conditioning system. The air coming out of there is very hot.
Can't I do anything? We can maybe go in there. What's that? Oh, I can't go up there. Right.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I don't like to disturb you, but my handbag's missing.
Listen, good lady. I would love to help you, but I have to take care of the ship. Speak to the porter. He's responsible for that kind of thing, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you.
Yes, but I just thought...
Please excuse me. Our current location requires my full attention. I hope you continue to have a pleasant journey.
He's not been very helpful, is he? The vent's obviously for something.
A giant poster of a tiny pop star. Tiny isn't really quite correct. It's just meant symbolically. I don't want to shoot my mouth off, but only genuine bimbos have the hots for him, huh?
Can I take it? What's that for? CDs?
A pile of CDs. They seem to be used as modern coasters. Well, even coasters have to move with the times.
Okay, we have a CD.
The ideal way of enjoying a small portion of your favorite dish days after the actual meal. That must be for decorative purposes only. It's much too small to save anyone. I'll just assume I won't be needing that. Not quite a Thomas Cruise, but nevertheless. What a nice day.
Yes, isn't it? Let's enjoy it while we can.
What do you mean?
The change of climate with all its terrible and unforeseen consequences, burning oil fields in the Middle East, civil wars, and then the terrible earthquake in Japan. I'm telling you, the whole world will go up in flames soon.
It's not as bad as all that. Okay, there are a number of big problems around the world, but sooner or later...
It'll be over. Exactly. I'm telling you, if the Earth doesn't want us anymore, there's nothing anybody can do about it.
I won't invite him to my next party.
What we got here? Oh, we can talk to them.
I've just seen this awful sermon given by an even more awful person on television. Is it possible you've also seen it and you're easily impressed?
You mean Pat Shelton?
Could be. So, are you one of them too?
Shouldn't we all believe in something that can't be stopped? Just take a look around. The world's going crazy.
It's
These
not
terrible
constantly cutting.
catastrophes are happening everywhere, just like the Bible predicted. It can't be sheer coincidence. I tell you, the day of the apocalypse is nigh, and only the pure at heart will survive. That's what Pat Shelton said.
And I say that's complete trash.
And Pat Shelton said, we will all live in peace and without fear as soon as the world is cleansed. That's what we want, right? No more fear.
But fear is created by people like this Shelton
exactly.
character. His Puritas Cordis, or whatever it's called, can only exist because people allow themselves to be frightened by strange prophecies and insinuations.
If you say so. It's just a shame
What's a shame?
that a nice girl like you will be swept away when the great flood comes.
He's beyond help. Do these keys on the counter belong to guests? Can one hand them in here?
Yes, the porter's not always at his post because he has other jobs to do while we're at sea. So guests can leave their keys here while they go sunbathing or swimming on the aft deck. But you didn't hand yours in here, right?
No, I didn't.
Good, because I always get a bit confused during the first few days. I can remember telephone numbers for years after I've dialed them just once, but remembering people and faces really isn't my strong point.
Very interesting. I'll remember that.
Okay, so
I'll
we
go
could
find myself a safe spot, just in case the end of the world suddenly dawns on us.
get dressed up in the bathrobe and everything, couldn't we, and pretend we're somebody else.
They're not mine. If I want one of
Yeah.
the keys, I'll have to pretend to be the passenger it belongs to. Sometimes I wish I had kids too, but on second thought, maybe not. Hello, Oscar.
Oh, hello, Nina.
I've got an important question for you. Did you see anyone enter my cabin yesterday?
No? Why?
Because my handbag is missing. It contains some very important items. And this is no joke.
I never took any of your things. The stuff was already lying around. It was just a bit of harmless fun. I gave everything back, honest. I actually once hid my uncle's bag, the one where he kept his medicine. He nearly died and my father was extremely angry. That's why I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Okay, I believe you.
Hey, man, away.
But are you sure you didn't see anyone near my cabin?
No, really.
Okay then. I don't want to keep you from your games any longer.
You've
Have
been having trouble with your vision. You must have rubbed out a contact lens while you're sleeping. Ah. I used to always take my lenses out before I went to sleep. Put them back in again the next day. I don't wear them anymore, but I never liked leaving them in overnight.
very stylish outfit. Pink bathrobe, ugly sunglasses, and a hat? Okay, let's call it a hat. Hey, what are you reading? A book of educational fairy tales?
Yes, but I'm sure the excessive education would only bore you. I bet you've got incredibly important
okay.
things to do, so I won't keep you.
Don't worry, you're not keeping me. I'd just like to know if the wonderful stories you told the captain have anything to do with my handbag disappearing.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying
2 minutes until adverts.
I'm asking you straight out. Did you have anything to do with the break-in in my cabin?
What? I don't have to put up with this.
And I don't have to put up with you telling everyone that I walk into doors. At first I thought you just wanted to draw attention to yourself, but then I noticed my handbag was missing. A strange coincidence, don't you think?
Well, that is a darned cheek. Get out of my sight.
But
Go away, or I'll scream.
women, terrible. It's just impossible to have any rational conversation with them. But I'm sure she has something to do with the disappearance of my handbag. I just have to prove it somehow.
Ping pong is starting to drive you mad. Yeah, we won't stay here much longer. Tube of sunscreen. Oh, this is the guy that talked to us in the first place.
Sunscreen for especially sensitive skin.
dialogue has given you the mystery of the druids vibe. So what game's that? So also love to see adventure games where murder is possible, but not necessarily means of moving the game forward. Adventure game NPCs often make me want to kill. Yeah, because they don't give you the right information, or they refuse to tell you about something. That's my advert. I will be right back. Hey, back again. Baron was eating a cuddle. Right there. Right there, food is down again. You removed how this game was and remembered only the first one. Okay. Do you not remember this one at all, or just you put it out of your memory? Did you not enjoy this one, or?
Fit, perfectly tanned, and still about as sexy as 2 pounds of mincemeat. Hello.
Oh, hi, sugar.
What a disrespectful guy. Incredible. He should be taught a lesson.
It's a good thing you're here. I urgently need some new sunscreen. Mine has run out, and there doesn't seem to be any on board.
Oh dear, life can be hard sometimes.
Oh, you're telling me. Can you please get me some if you can find any?
No problem. I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Okay, here's the empty tube. Now, it has to be exactly the same type. My flawless skin is pretty sensitive, and unfortunately there was only enough sunscreen for my perfectly exercised manly chest. I can't lie on my stomach without sunscreen, and if I can't lie on my stomach, I can't get an even tan. So you see, I have a real problem.
Yes, I noticed that the first time we talked.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff, isn't it? The voice acting isn't as good as the first one, but gameplay's okay so far. It's I guess the puzzles haven't been as obscure as some of the other ones.
That unbelievably conceited guy at the pool wants me to bring him a new tube of sunscreen because this one's empty.
What could I put in here instead? We have a poster. Could we squeeze some marzipan into it? No. Can we use the tube with anything? No. Okay. That's just the lounger, is it? Yeah, in the pool. Can I put the robe on?
I prefer to keep my current outfit on.
You're just trying to get a disguise.
While my hair looks fine in any kind of weather, that would just be wanton destruction. Red socks to match this outfit? Not even men would think of that, and they have extremely sick fashion ideas.
We could put just soap on, couldn't we? Yeah. So we need to try and get the key cards.
Ah, I'm glad to meet you.
Oh, we don't like
We
you.
need to talk. It's important.
Do you?
Yes, it's really important. It has to do with the incidents on this ship.
What about?
Have you not noticed that some really
Could be
strange
Globulator.
things
Yeah, I'll try
happen
that.
aboard this ship?
Yes, now that you mention it. And you know more about that?
I just want to figure out a few vital points first. Let's have dinner together tonight. Then I can tell you what it's all about.
I don't know. I would prefer it if you told me what you really want from me.
Unfortunately, I can't just do that in a rush. And until I've gotten a few points completely clear, shall we say 8 p.m. in the restaurant?
Okay, I can hardly wait.
Great, thanks. If anything should crop up, Just leave a note with the porter. I'm in cabin number 5.
Cabin 5. So, I don't like that.
Weird guy.
Yeah.
But it's true. A number of strange things have been happening on board this ship. It might be worth investigating. I wonder what he'll tell me this evening. But it's back to the here and now for the moment. I've got lots of time until 8 p.m. to maybe find a few things out on my own.
Right, let me try and combine these. No. Maybe we just can't do it yet. It just makes sense, doesn't it, to combine them all? I preferred it when you scrolled the screen as well, scrolled this, rather than being on separate screens. So he's in cabin 5. Can we... Oh, who are you?
It seems he's waiting for something. Hello, and good day.
Oh, good day. I don't think we've met, have we? My name is Feng Li.
Pleased to meet you. Nina Kalinko. Are you waiting for something?
Yes, for my laundry.
Is it brought here?
What?
I meant, I don't understand. Has your suitcase gone missing too?
No. Why should it?
I thought you were waiting for your laundry.
Yes, but what has that got to do with my suitcase?
Continually answering questions with further questions will probably not help either of us. We should start over again.
I thought he was being quite clear what was happening. He's taken his laundry down to get cleaned.
So you're waiting for your laundry?
Yes, for an eternity.
How much longer will it take?
There's a bell on the wall in the laundry room. The bell rings when the laundry is done.
Oh, I see. I will finish with the word.
Why was that so loud?
Inscrutable Confucius. He who can exercise patience will have clean clothes in the end.
Can we go in there? Oh, there's the bell. Okay. All right, here's the washing machine.
The program selection seems to be defective. A piece of cloth, clean and as good as new.
Can we take that?
A piece of cloth, clean and as good as new.
Can we use that with anything? Oh, we can use it with that.
What am I supposed to do with this? I'll have to use all my hidden talents as a fashion designer.
An unfinished mock hat that looks like the lady's hat upstairs. It's unfinished though, so what can we do with that? What? You wouldn't even think of doing that, really. Do some flowers on
That
it.
still isn't really attractive, but it will do for a certain English horse race.
Okay, so the hat is now finished. Can we combine these with anything? Can I just ring the bell?
The bell is screwed on tight. The laundry seems to be finished, but the machine doesn't seem to switch itself off automatically.
Why not?
The laundry seems to be finished, but the machine doesn't seem to switch itself off automatically. I wash my hands regularly. They're clean. could make a sly comment about this, but I don't think really low-down ideas need further comment.
Did that work or did it not work? Yeah, it's now full of soap. Can we not get this to switch off? Is there anything we can do to the bell? Can we clink it with that?
Yes, now could be the right time to destroy something again.
How did that work?
I dismantled it from the bell in the laundry room. It ran for just one summer.
Why do we need the bell?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Complaining hardly ever helps, right?
Hardly ever.
Are you still waiting for your laundry?
Yes, it seems to be taking forever today.
If you're waiting for the bell to ring, then it's no wonder.
Why?
Because the bell ain't
Because you
working.
could end up waiting a long time.
Why? Is there something wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. The bell is broken. That's what's wrong. See? The bell is broken.
I assume that the laundry simply isn't done yet.
Not done? When did you switch on the machine?
4 hours ago. It's just taking a bit longer today.
Listen, my friend, I know a broken bell when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, it's not broken. The laundry just isn't done yet.
Not done after 4 hours?
Yes, the laundry was really extremely dirty.
The bell is missing. It can't ring. Now that's what I call a broken bell.
No, the laundry is not done. It probably only works if the laundry is really done.
You can spend 1,001 nights here. It's passed on. This bell is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. That is the soulless shell of a bell. Its last chime rung, it rests in peace. It's rung down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. This is an X-bell.
Well, I'd better get the laundry out then.
Phew, you really have to talk until you're blue in the face.
What was the point of that?
Washing machine here. There's no laundry in it.
No, because you got on at him and forced him to take his laundry out. And then he jumped overboard because he'd had enough. That's that guy's carbon 5. Let's go give the soap. Yeah, there's no point to that selfie, was there? I didn't get the reasoning for that. This didn't make sense, really.
I've got something here for you. For the perfect tan. I'm doing myself a favor here.
You're just on lark,
He will
Mana.
finally go lie flat on his stomach, and I will no longer have to see his face or listen to his incessant drivel.
Oh, that's lovely, dear. Thanks. Oh, by the way, while you're here, could you just rub some on my back for me?
I have to go. Phew, the danger is over. He's put the lotion on himself. That was by far the greatest danger I have been exposed
Sunglasses.
to in the last few years.
See, she's got sunglasses on, but she's got a pink towel. Ah. I just thought of something. No, into here. Into there. Where's the flowers gone? Oh, we put them on the hut. Got the red sock in there though.
It's actually quite clean, but
No.
never mind, it can't do any harm.
Yeah, it can't. We want it to be pink.
That should be enough. Oh, the socks are still losing color. Doesn't matter. White bathrobes have never been my thing.
Okay, so we now have pink. Can we put that?
It's soaking wet.
How are we going to dry it?
There's a sign on it. The dryer seems to be broken.
Right, so we need that to go with that.
This bathrobe is soaking wet. There is no way.
And then we've got the sunglasses. That should be all we need for the disguise, but how do we dry? How do we dry that when it's... soaking wet? Try the sun. Oh, that. The warm air vent.
A lot of warm air is coming out of the ventilation shaft. The bathrobe should be dry soon. Okay, dry enough.
Okay. Can we... do we have to combine these? Yeah, we do.
So, my disguise as a tasteless bimbo is finally complete.
Right, so if we put the outfit on, we could get the key to her cabin.
Okay, all I have to do now is put on a slightly stupid expression, then I could easily pass as her twin sister.
Yeah, confusing us all.
They're not mine. If I want one of the keys, I'll have to pretend to be...
You are, you're dressed up.
Hello.
Hello, Ms. Jordan?
Hey, not bad. I would like my room key.
Yes, right away. Ms. Jordan, wasn't it?
It still is.
Maybe you can help me. Which cabin did you have?
Shoot, how am I supposed to know that? Oh, I just can't remember the number at all. Don't you know it?
No, I'm sorry. I'm only good at remembering telephone numbers. Otherwise, my memory isn't that good. Please have a quick look down below.
Pull yourself together.
I'm sorry, but that won't help at all. Please do me a favor and have a quick look. I'll write it down immediately. It won't happen again, I promise. And please don't tell the captain. He'd throw me out, and I really need this job.
Yes, okay. I won't tell anyone. Now, how am I supposed to find out Katharina Jordan's cabin number? The porter should be able to help me. I must go and powder my nose.
Well, it's not number 5. Because that's where the creepy man is.
I'll change back again.
Can we put the bell there?
The entire mechanics are missing where the bell was. A bell on its own doesn't help me.
You rang, though I'm not sure how, when I'm repairing the bell right now.
Can you tell me which is Katharina Jordan's cabin?
Can I ask what this is all about?
I just wanted to visit her.
Then you should go to the pool. You will probably find Miss Jordan there.
Oh, yes, great. And supposing I want to leave a small surprise outside her door?
In that case, you should give it to me. I will put the present in Miss Jordan's box behind the counter and pass it on to her as soon as she comes by here. That's much safer.
Yes, I'll do that.
We can use the CD as a mirror to look behind the counter.
Has my handbag turned up yet?
No, unfortunately not. But I've told the captain about this regrettable incident. He will take care of the matter himself. I'm sorry that you've had to experience so many inconveniences so far.
That's okay.
Yeah, I can only remember phone numbers.
That's all for the time being. Thank you.
Go away. I'm busy now. Go. Is he not going to go away now? Right. Can I put... I need the CD joined up with something. I need... That's all I've got. How do I know which carbon? Can we...
I've got an idea. It might work. Could I leave this poster with you? It's for Miss Jordan.
Of course, no problem. I'll put it in her box and give it to her at the earliest opportunity.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, not at the moment.
Then will you please excuse me? I have something important to attend to.
Right, so she can't lean over the counter.
It's clearly too high to see over or jump over.
I use the CD as a mirror.
The safe deposit boxes are reflected.
I have done
in
that
the CD.
before.
If the porter really did put the poster in the right box, then Katharina Jordan must be in cabin number 2.
They're quite handy for seeing in behind things. Take a CD. If it's very narrow gap, you can get the CD down to look in. We've also used old ones out in the garden to scare the birds away from the seeds on the grass. Bit of string through the middle. Right, so we need to go to cabin... Oh no, we need to go back upstairs, get the key to cabin 2.
Okay, all I have to do now is put on a slightly stupid expression, then I could easily pass. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Jordan?
Hey, not bad. I'd like my room key. That's number 2.
Yes, of course. It's right here at the front. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll change back again.
Okay, room number 2, which will be this way. Not quite sure. We were in 3, so this must be 2.
If I hadn't seen the owner, I'd say her clothes identify her as a typical bimbo. But since I already know the lady, I know for a fact that she's a typical bimbo. These clothes really aren't to my taste. If that's not my handbag, then the similarity is amazing. just have another quick look. Yes, it's definitely mine. I'll be interested to hear what the Honorable Ms. Jordan has to say in her defense.
It'd be easier to find a needle in a haystack, but what else can I do? Let's hear what the others think. It's me. No, that's why I'm calling. I've searched half the ship, and I still haven't found anything. I'm well aware of that, but further problems have arisen. Yeah, I hope so too. We're running out of time, and we're going to need a small miracle to ensure the whole thing doesn't end in a huge catastrophe. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I have any news.
Phew, that was close. Who was that? And what was he looking for? A passenger? Or a member of the crew? And what is this disaster he keeps talking about? I should really be careful who I talk to and about what. I can't really trust anyone, with the exception of little Oscar, perhaps.
Okay, we've got a magazine.
The magazine looks like complete garbage, but it has George Rooney on the cover.
George Rooney.
That's a good enough reason to buy it.
So it meant to be George Clooney. We've got the bed.
TV inspectors would probably find dozens of pieces of evidence in this bed, but I can't see anything out of the ordinary.
Nothing there. Okay, bed. We've got the intercom.
I assume the captain can use the loudspeaker to...
Curtain.
Why do cabins like this always seem to be furnished by colorblind interior decorators?
Okay, so we have a magazine. We have our handbag.
My handbag. Looks like everything is still here.
What can we do with the magazine? Nothing. Right, let's go confront her, I guess. Let me just save. Or should we go talk to the captain? I gotta talk to the captain. Can we show the handbag to the door? No.
Hello, I just wanted to see if everything's okay.
Yes, thank you for asking. But I really must take care of this ship to make sure it stays that way. Please excuse me.
I guess we just go confront her then.
Ms. Jordan, I need to have a serious word with you.
I wouldn't know what about.
About my handbag, which I found in your cabin.
You've been in my cabin? That's a break-in. I'll have you sent to jail.
Do you really want us to go to the captain and settle matters there?
Okay. You're right. Let me explain myself.
I'm listening.
Just a minute. First I need a drink to get over the shock.
You can have one, but then I want to know what's going on here. What would you like to drink? Gin and tonic?
A Bloody Mary. I only drink Bloody Marys.
No problem. Coming right up.
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
See? We're both still alive.
You just keep on joking. You'll have that smile wiped off your face soon. Just you wait and see.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Do you think drinking alcohol at this early hour will help you forget the miseries of this world?
What? I thought you were a barkeeper.
Well, of course you're welcome to have a cocktail, but
Great. We'll just get on with it then.
just one moment, just a second.
Maybe I should have ordered one myself. Some of the people on board are difficult to bear when you're sober.
There you go. But please remember my words.
It's even got
I'll do
clips
that.
on the
As soon as
glass.
the great flood comes and we're
The name
up
of the
to our
bar.
neck in
Or the
water,
name of the ship.
maybe he should be paying more attention to his drinks. A Bloody Mary in this kind of glass? Either he's out to annoy me, or he doesn't know the first thing about cocktails. I'll go find myself a safe spot, just in case the end of the world suddenly dawns on us. Here you are, Miss Jordan. Here's your cocktail.
Thank you.
Just gonna die now.
So, what have you got to say?
Okay, what I'm about to tell you may sound a bit strange, but it really happened.
Just get on with your story, and we'll see what seems reasonably believable and what doesn't.
Fine. I passed your cabin last night. The door was ajar, and I was just curious, that's all. I peeked through the gap and saw a masked man searching through your luggage. He must have noticed me somehow because he turned around suddenly and dragged me into the cabin. He pushed me up against the wall. His hand was at my throat. I hardly dared to breathe. I don't know how long I stood there, but it felt like an eternity. The masked man probably didn't know what exactly he should do next either. Then I heard soft footsteps in the corridor, approaching the cabin. For a moment I thought maybe I should cry for help.
Your brain is full of ping
And
pong.
suddenly, there was this gun before my eyes. The man hissed, "Shut up or I'll kill you." I was numb with fear, and even when he let go of me and slammed the door on you, I didn't dare move. A moment later, the man was standing behind me again, and he whispered in my ear, "If you tell anyone that you saw me here, you're dead. Now go to the ship's doctor and tell him the woman took an awkward fall and hit her head against the door. And remember, whatever you do, I'll be watching you closely." What was I supposed to do?
Are you okay? You've gone pale.
No idea. I'm
The
sure
barman.
it will go away again
The
just
barman's-
as suddenly as it came. A Bloody Mary always helps. That's much better.
He was probably the person in the cabin.
Got back to my cabin. I found this handbag on my table. I was scared because I suddenly realized that this man could enter my cabin anytime he wanted. I swear I haven't touched the handbag. Every time I looked at it, it sent shivers down my spine.
I don't know. I've heard more convincing stories. On the other hand, you must be a really good actress if the panic in your eyes isn't genuine. Did you recognize the man? You don't look as if you're any better. Do you want me to call a doctor?
I can't really breathe properly. Anyway, the guy... I'm not quite sure, but... he reminded me of...
Miss Jordan? Miss Jordan, are you okay? Oh no!
Oh
She
no, she's
suddenly
dead.
Started coughing terribly. It got worse and worse until she could hardly breathe.
The doc will put her right. Don't you worry.
But I do. This was meant to be a relaxing cruise, but I'm about as far away from that as I am from Hawaii.
The
I
barman's
should have a
definitely
walk
in on
for
it.
An hour or two. My headache from the incident with the door is getting worse.
Plus he had access to all the
With the
keys
rest of
cards
them.
left on the...
I wonder
Bar.
what that mysterious passenger from cabin number 5 will be able to tell me about the strange goings-on aboard this ship. First, he wants to see me and tell me some vitally important news regarding the incidents on the ship, and now he's not here. Men, So I'll give him another 5 minutes. After that, it's his bad luck.
Oh. Who's he fighting?
Did someone just fall overboard?
That was the doctor.
I hope I'm mistaken. I must have been mistaken. Who could have? And if not, what if there really is somebody out there, floating in the sea? I will tell the captain just to be sure. He'll know what to do.
And you're positive that somebody fell overboard?
Yes, well, you know, it was like this.
They could do a
I was
roll
just
call.
sitting in the restaurant, waiting for somebody. And suddenly I heard voices.
That's not unusual at sea. Never heard of the ship's kobold?
I'm serious. There were these two men and they were fighting. Well, at least I saw two shadows and got the impression that they were fighting each other. Then there was a loud splash, as if one of them had fallen into the water, and I could see only one shadow after that.
You really think someone was thrown overboard?
It looked like it, at least.
Did you recognize these men?
No, I only know that one of them had a long ponytail. At first I thought it was a woman, but the figure looked more like that of a man. The guy with the ponytail suddenly disappeared after the loud splash.
There's only one person on board who has a ponytail. Our ship's doctor. I find it hard to believe what you've just told me, but it can't hurt to have a look together. The doctor should still be in the sickbay with Miss Jordan.
Thank you.
See? Everything's fine. Our ship's doctor is taking great care of his patient.
You think I'm crazy, don't you? I was sure that there was a fight and that one of them went overboard.
No, I don't think you're crazy. It was dark, and these things do happen. Just lie down and sleep for a few hours.
Actually,
I need to return to the bridge now. Good night.
yes, thank you.
Did he even go
Same
in?
to you. Strange. Did I really just imagine it? Oh well, while I'm busy making a fool of myself, I might as well go and check whether my date has finally shown up. Just wait. I'll have something to say to him tomorrow, but I've had enough for today. I'm going to bed now. Well, now I'm reasonably well
A lot of
rested
speeding
and
on.
definitely fit enough to give someone who didn't show up for dinner a good talking to. But I just heard very distinct
He is.
noises. Looks like that coward doesn't dare leave his cabin. Is he only afraid of being yelled at, or does he really have something to hide? Maybe I should go to the lower deck and look through the porthole of his cabin. What's the doctor doing in this cabin? And is he really the doctor?
That's not the
And
doctor.
if he is, why is he wearing a wig? But even more important, who is treating Katerina Jordan? I really need to check up on her.
Oh, there's the wig, okay.
What's the doctor doing in this cabin? But even more... He won't hear me, and I don't think it's a good idea to call attention to myself.
Okay, let's go to the... So I wonder they sped up things like that. Where am I going? I'm going to the doctor. Will we go talk to you?
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Are you on board simply to relax?
I have the same strategy as you. I like to combine business with pleasure. I'm on my way to a conference of the IADSES.
May I ask?
Of course, the International Association of the Discoverers of Stars in Everyday Situations.
Come again?
Virtually every magazine has sensational shots of stars in extremely embarrassing situations.
Yes, you can't really miss them.
We are also on the hunt for photos of famous people, but we don't climb trees and we don't creep through sewers. We have a code of honor.
I see.
For us, it's all about catching the star in a completely everyday situation in public. For example, when they are shopping in the supermarket, or driving, or going for a walk.
Sounds interesting.
Photos?
You seem completely fascinated by the photos.
To be honest, my fascination does have very definite boundaries. I only find the unknown beauty under the birch tree really fascinating. However, she does not seem to be a star, at least not yet. But perhaps that will change one day. Everyone started in a small way, you know. My first star was Sophia Lorraine, who accidentally spent too much time standing over a ventilation shaft during the opening of a department store. Unfortunately, it turned out that it wasn't Sophia Lorraine at all, but just a double. And it was no accident, but deliberately planned that way by the department store owner. Nevertheless, that was what started my passion for star photography.
And the photos on the wall can't even keep up with the Sophia Lorraine double?
Not yet, but I haven't looked at all the photos yet. Maybe one of them is a real hit. However, I realize I've become quite spoiled in this respect. Only real stars
We need to put that magazine up in the frame that's empty.
Who knows? Miracles happen.
You're right there. You usually bump into stars where you least expect them. For example, I once met a senator in the ladies' room. It was very embarrassing for him.
I can well imagine. But what were you doing in the ladies' room yourself?
That's a long story that you probably wouldn't understand.
No, probably not. I always thought the Chinese couldn't pronounce R's properly.
And I always thought Russians spent the whole day drinking vodka.
You can't beat good old cliches and prejudices. That's a fine collection of cameras you have there. Aren't they pretty heavy?
Yes, they are. But I was once lucky enough to meet Gina Turner at a car dealer's. I nearly wept for joy. And then the camera didn't work. Didn't have a clue why, it just didn't work. I never really recovered from that trauma.
Understandable.
Well, since then, I always have at least 3 different cameras with me, so that something like that can never happen again.
I'll let you know if I bump into any stars on the way.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right, I think we put that there.
If I fold the cover correctly, you can't see the text anymore. Now, you could almost mistake it for a real photo.
Right, now do we talk to him again about that?
You seem to be really impressed by the photos.
They're okay, but I've seen much more impressive collections. My own, for example.
Okay, maybe that'll trigger something later then. What do we need to do now? Oh, we needed to go see Jordan.
The door to the sick bay is locked. Poor soul. Hopefully she'll be better soon.
Oh, she doesn't look like it.
I don't really like her, but she's lying somewhat strangely.
She's
So
definitely dead.
twisted. People don't lie like that. Something's very wrong here. The captain may well finally call me mad, but if something really has happened, then somebody should do something about it, and fast.
Let's go find the captain.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I was in the sick bay earlier, and I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with this Katharina Jordan person. I can't say I find her particularly likable, but the way she was lying in her sickbed looked so odd.
Don't you worry. Our ship's doctor is an excellent man. He knows what he's doing.
That may well be, but he wasn't anywhere to be seen.
Do you really think the doctor would just leave his patient to die? I'm talking to you right now, but I'm still making sure we always stay on course at the same time. Just trust the experts. They know what they're doing.
I can instantly think of about 1,200 examples of the opposite, but I'm not going to be able to convince the captain without concrete proof. Does your doctor wear a wig?
Not that I know of. Why?
He's in a passenger's cabin at the moment, and he's definitely wearing a wig.
Look, I don't want to get personal, but you seem to have experienced a number of strange things here on board. Exchanged suitcases, disappearing handbags, doctors who went overboard.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything, but please understand, I've really got enough to do on this ship without taking care of the passengers' entertainment program.
Well,
Now just go and find yourself a nice deck chair and enjoy the journey.
He's completely useless, isn't he?
you really look like some bored bimbo who just makes all this stuff up in order to grab the limelight? It seems I do. So I need proof. Okay, so I'll get some.
How do we get
I'll
proof?
let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Who's the man? How can Nina convince the captain of her suspicions? The camera. We need to take a photo. Can we borrow a camera?
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Could I possibly borrow one of your cameras?
I'm sorry, but I never lend them out. Since that time with Gina Turner.
Yeah, I get it, but it would only be very briefly. The Polaroid